Greetings, and welcome to another edition of I Pledge the Grind podcast. I'm your host, your double E, Ina Esco. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the I Pledge the Grind podcast. This is the podcast all about grinding it out in an entire pandemic. You could catch us on all podcasting platforms, and you could check us out visually on YouTube as well on the Ina Esco channel. That's ENAESCO. Check out this wonderful interview. I got my girl on the Zoom with me today. Yes, I am talking about one of the most sought out mixologists in the city of Memphis and beyond. I'm talking about Candace Duncan, aka Candy Bar. How you doing, lady?
Hey, Ina, how are you today, girl?
I'm wonderful. I see you, boo. You got face, you got hair, you on here.
When you called me, I said I gotta be on point for Ina now. Yes, I do.
So how has it been going, Candace? I know we're in a pandemic, but tell everybody about your grind and what you do.
Well, my grind, of course, like Ina said, I'm Candace, owner of Candy Bar Personal Bartending Services right here in Memphis. I have been in the bar industry, restaurant industry for almost 15 years now. Recently branched out about 5 years ago and started my own mobile bartending service, which has been a huge blessing. It started with just little old me. It was a simple vision with just me, but now I have a team of, it's 5 of us now. So four bartenders have been added to the team. So
yes,
we're around here. We're drink catering, all kind of events, corporate events, weddings, small events, big events, you name it. We are doing it all. So yes, it's been a blessing. We got a lot of things working. This pandemic has been a blessing to us. So we're grinding it on now, honey.
Yes, you are. Now, you have worked with me for our live podcast we had at the Hattaloo, and you're very professional, on point.
Thank you, girl.
And I can tell that it's a passion of yours, and you really enjoy, getting these drinks together for other people. So tell me what made you branch out on your own?
I have been like I said, I've been in the industry for so long. And I get a joy when I'm behind the bar, talking to people. I love the reactions that I get when I'm creating these delicious cocktails. So, I was at work one day and I was like, man, I got to do something. It was cool working at the restaurants, being behind the bar, but I was like, you know what, it's time for me to do my own thing. So, I was talking to one of my good friends. She was just like, well, start your own bartending service. I'm like, but I did it. I started in August 2015 and it took off. Probably like that next following year, 2016, we were booked. I was booked every month. So I said, hey, and it's something that I truly love. So it was very easy getting it together. I made huge investments. So it worked out. It worked out.
Yeah. Now tell me, Candace, what has been like some of the challenges you faced in this bartending industry that people may not know about?
Some of the challenges, for one, like I said, I do have a team, but one thing is when people love you and they love your cocktails, the challenge I've been facing, it's only one of me.
They want you to make it.
They want me to make it, and they want me to be everywhere at once. And I'm like, but one thing about it, when people trust you, they trust your brand. So they be like, you know what, Candace, if you train them and you taught them, hey, I'm going to go with it. I trust you. But that has been a huge challenge for me because I telling my faithful people sometimes, I can't do it. I got somebody else's book. So that's been the most challenging thing. Yeah. And then we in a city full of bartenders, so I definitely had to make sure that Candy Bar stood out. I had to make sure that this brand was like no other. And I think I have been doing a pretty good job doing that. So
yes, you have. And I heard you mention that COVID has been a blessing. Tell me why you say it's a blessing.
It's been a blessing because, of course, due to COVID, all the events were at a standstill. We had like 20 events that, we end up missing out on at the time. Of course, they've been rescheduled to next year or postponed, but everything just came to a standstill. So, I had to figure out what else can I do during this time to keep this brand going, keep my name out there. So a good friend of mine talked to me about the mixology kits. So we ended up creating mixology kits where it had like the glass, a recipe card, a jigger so you can measure it yourself, fresh juices. It was just a little like a little goodie box. You can go home and play bartender yourself. So, you know, I think we sold 50 boxes the first go around. We did the lemon drop boxes, and I came back in June and did a big Father Day box where I added cigars, I added bourbon, whiskey, or cognac. So when I tell you, people loved it, and we kept it going. You know, we were also able to, you know, I decided I wanted to come up with cigar bars. So I was going to push other cigar brands. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to come up with a candy bar cigar. So brought me a humidor. I got them cigars working, and it's just like, we doing it, you know. There's no other way around it. So, you know, I've given out a few sticks to a few good friends and got a positive feedback. I got my bands done. So, you know, you don't see many Black-owned women cigar companies.
No, I don't really know any other but Candy Bar.
So we definitely got that coming out January 2021. So I'm so excited about that.
Yes. And you know what, that's amazing, Candy. Like you mentioned, you don't see many women. And I would say when I started podcasting, I started to learn more about the cigar industry because I would have events at Havana Mix. And so, you know, that was my introduction into the cigar world. And
shout out to Rob. We love him.
Shout out to Rob, senior and junior.
Yes, he has worked with Candy Bar as well. I love
it. And you know, it's a process with getting these cigars, like from beginning to end. And it's amazing how many hands touch a cigar before, you know, the final product is here. So
exactly.
I think that's a wonderful niche industry for you to be in, especially as a Black woman.
Right.
So I'm proud of you on that that pivot right there, honey.
Thank you.
And look, send me the candy bar junk. What flavor is it?
The first one is called Gift for Gab. So it has a little blueberry lemonade, a little Hennessy. It's got a few little things. I wanted to do some of my signature cocktails with it. So yes, it's like no other. I know that.
Yes,
It's gonna be like no other cigar out here. Yes. So I'm excited. I cannot wait.
Yes, and you got the kits going on. So you out here making major moves and pivots during this season of creativity is what I call it. And you know, it just makes you think about you know, so many people, I've heard them say the same thing you have, that COVID has hurt many people, but it's been a blessing in many ways because we have to think about how we move differently now because nothing is the same, right?
It's so different, right? It's so different. And then the events we have been getting are really small events, which is we're okay with. It's in the intimate settings, but it's what's best, especially with everything that's going on. So we're still doing events. We're still working. We just, you know, taking hold of smaller events now. Nothing too big, but you know, we're still out there, you know, mixing it up. But hey, it's just on a, like you said, things have changed, so it's not the same. But we're okay with it. We're adjusting very well. So.
Amen. Okay, Candy Bar, honey, keep on grinding it out. I want you to let everyone know how they can get in touch with you, Candace.
All right, so you can go to I have a website, candybartending.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Candy Bar Personal Bartending Services, or you can follow my Instagram, CandyBar_bartender.
Okay.
So look me up.
And what's the biggest lesson you've learned since the impact of COVID with your business, you think?
Girl, innovation. Yeah. Like, I was reading an article and it said, innovate or die. And that is so true. Like you know, we're used to going out to events, but we definitely had to find another avenue and just to keep this name alive. And I feel like, you know, I have put my brand out more and more since COVID, more than anything, you know, because people have been at home using social media more. So, you know,
we live online right now.
We live online right now. So I've been pushing it out just as much. I know they tired of seeing me, but this is only the beginning. But innovate. We want to be more than just bartenders and mixologists. You know, when you think of us, we want you to think of, you know, cigars. You know, I also, my staff, we also do event and wait staff, you know. So we got a lot of things working, you know. So I'm excited about it. So innovation. And out here, like figure out what more you can add to your brand.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you doing it and doing it well.
Thank you, girl.
We all want to know, why do you continue to pledge the grind? Why you keep pushing?
I love it. It's my passion. I love mixing drinks. I love the reaction I get from everybody. Like, I got 2 beautiful children that keep me going. You know, I just love to be a part of something and making it a huge success.
Yeah.
And we already know when you have a party or a wedding or something, you're going to remember that DJ, you're going to remember that bartender, you're going to remember how good you're going to remember how good that food is. So I tell people we are the heart of any event. So I got to come with it. It has to be done right. There is no other way, because we're a part of a lot of people's special occasions, and it's something that they never want to forget. So, I want to make sure that I give them the best bar experience they can have. So,
yes,
keep it going, girl. They keep me going, and I keep them going. So,
yes, ma'am. What's your favorite drink to make?
You know what? I love my old sangrias. I make so many different sangrias, and now that I have learned how to do a little wine myself, so yes, sangrias are my favorite. I love to do the fresh fruits and all of this. So yeah.
You know what? Now that you mention it, that's another business endeavor, getting in the wine industry.
Wine industry, yes. I've been looking into it. Let me tell you something, Ina. My brain is overload, baby. When I tell you, I have a pad full of ideas. I'm like, and then I'll be telling myself one thing at a time, Candace. All right, slow it down, So, I don't want to overwhelm myself, because I want to give, the best experience. And we can take on too much.
Yeah.
It can be
and as women, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yes, we will, honey. Yes, we will. Yes, we will, Ina. But I'm proud of you too now.
Thank you.
With all these 3 podcasts. So, yes, ma'am. You're grinding it out too.
Look,
and more coming. Yes.
More coming.
Teaching podcast classes and stuff. I see you.
Yes. I'm following my passion, and I see that you're following your passion as well, because I feel the energy you're bringing, and your customers really connect with you, and you connect with them. So you want to give good service and good products. So that's what you're doing.
That's what we do, man. Like
Candy Bar.
We have to. People, although I tell my bartenders sometimes, you can make an okay drink or just not the best they ever had, but if you give great customer service, they would never forget. They would never forget. But I make sure
they're therapist, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm a therapist. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm a pastor. I tell people I hear it all at the bar. So that's what I am. But that's what I'm here to do. Talk to me. Let me give you this drink and talk to me.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much for being my guest today on I Pledge the Grind podcast. I can't wait for everyone to hear all of the amazing pivots you've made, getting into the cigar industry, which is a feat in itself, but you doing it. And, I'm just so proud of you, Candace Duncan. Thank you for being my guest today.
Thank you for having me. I've been waiting on this day for so long.
You are here, honey. You here.
Yes, thank you so much, Ina. But you keep grinding it out too, girl.
I will. Thank you, Candy Bar. Y'all make sure y'all check out my girl. What's the website again?
www.candybartending.com. Check it out.
Yes.